let's start. Hello lovely people, I'm just popping in a little bit before I start anything here. I just wanted to show you that I'm going to put in, oh shit, I can't do that. Oh, okay, never mind. I can do that, I just need to take the control out of a different batch, that's fine. Okay, I need to pour a control for these because I am testing fragrances, but I wanted to add the mica into this firsthand because I am only colouring this soap one colour, and I thought I would show you what it looks like to put it in before I put the lye in. So this is just all the oils and the milk. I have no idea what colour this is going to go. It's a gold. It's not a brand name gold, it's just a gold. So I'm putting a ton in there. And my thought is to do a mocha pencil line in the middle, and it will depend upon what this looks like when it soaps. If you don't know, when you use gold in cold process soap, it goes brown, but you can get different browns depending upon the gold that you use. So this is quite a light gold. Let me get a bit more out of here and show you, because I'm going to chuck some more in. You can see that's quite a light gold. So yeah, I'm going to just chuck some more in and see what happens. Oh frig. Oh no. I've now realised my complete and utter mistake, and I'm going to have to use... Okay, this is not going to be a tester. Well, I'm doing well today. This is not a tester soap any longer. This is now just a soap.
Okay, right, fine. Let's just start that from the beginning then, because that's a waste of fucking time and I'm an absolute idiot. So what am I going to put in here? Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Freaking hell. Oh, I'm such a dickhead. Such a dickhead! Well, I'm making 14 fucking soaps, aren't I? Good on me, dickhead.
Hello, welcome to my nightmare. This was supposed to be a tester soap. Stupidly, I went and put the colour in first, so I can't pour off a uncoloured batch. So instead, we're just going to make a soap. This one is Creed Aventus type from Ilux. I bought it because I like the smell on a person. So we'll see how it soaps. I will not probably know if it discolours because there's a colour in there now. But I'm going to go with my original plan, which I will probably edit out of this video because it was just like 3 minutes of stupidity, realising what I'd done wrong. I'm going to do a layered soap with a pencil line of mocha mica. Right. Just need to just take a breath and calm down because I'm very cranky at myself right now. Well, I had so many soaps to make anyway that now I'm just making an extra friggin' soap. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's fine. But this colour that is in here is from a gold mica, and gold mica doesn't stay gold in cold process soap. You can make it gold in very, very small amounts of cold process soap, but you would have to put a lot of mica in this, and I'm not sure that wouldn't break cold process soap. So, alright, so let's just go with this. So I'm going to put my lye in this and come back and we'll get stuck in. Alrighty, so the lye is in there in the bottom. Now, I haven't put the fragrance in first, because I've never soaked with it, I've not heard anything about it, so it didn't look. So I guess we'll see what happens. Alright, let's give this a bit of a whiz and we'll see where we stand. It's a very pretty caramel colour. Not really the colour that goes with the fragrance, but I mean, I'm just not at the moment. I guess for the video records, or for my records, it's 41% humidity and 30 degrees in temperature. So I was going to do that probably years ago and then never did it, and now I realise it's probably a good idea, seeing as I always have these videos for reference. I'm gonna just give that a little bit more and figure out what the hell is all over my gloves, therefore all over the stick blender. Who knows? It's the inside of the gloves you've got to worry about. It's 30 degrees. It's wetter on the inside than the outside. Like the TARDIS, but moist. Do not understand the dislike of the word moist. It's just a word. Alright, well that was pretty simple. Just going through this, and it looks like it's just bubbles. I thought it was chunks of mica, but I don't think it is. I think it's just bubbles breaking. Gold mica actually looks really cool. It sort of swirls around. Looks odd when it happens. I'm actually going to separate this out. I wasn't going to... Whoa. Don't do that with a glass bottle, dickhead. Actually, you know what? No, I won't. Yes, I will. Okay, so the reason I'm going back on that decision is because I don't know how this is going to behave. So if I pour this out into 2 different jugs and only put fragrance in one, and it misbehaves, then it's fine. Then I can just pour the first layer and then I can get ready for the second layer. Whereas if I put all the fragrance in here and then just pour out the first layer and it misbehaves, then this second layer is going to be set so hard in there that I won't be able to do it properly. Okay? Get it? There's reasons to my madness, I swear. I swear, there's actual reasons. The madness of soaping in a 30-degree garage. There's no reason to that, it's just I need to soap. Oh, I tell you what, after the week I've had, I need to soap. I shouldn't complain. I mean, it hasn't been a bad week. It's just been a big week. A big week. Right. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Just wanted to do a little shout out thank you to everyone who has purchased a 2024 planner already. Thank you. You're awesome. That's it. That's just all I wanted to say. Just that you're awesome. Soap dishes. Alright, so they're not even. It really doesn't matter. I will do the biggest one on the bottom just for aesthetic purposes. I'll also clean that bit up. Alright, now let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. And you have to excuse my shaky hands. When it gets hot, I get really shaky. It smells nice. It doesn't smell like it did on the person, but I'm thinking maybe she might have told me the wrong thing that she had on. It's nice though. So, that's playing really, it's not even thickening. That's really good. Look at that. Like if you look at that, so this is the one with the fragrance in, so you can see how liquid that still is. And then this one that doesn't have any fragrance in. Yeah, it's only just a little bit more traced, so that's really good. This is a well-behaved fragrance. So again, this is, what is it? Does it say Creed Aventus Type from Ilux? It's not super strong in your face either. I'm going to stick blend this just because I'm going to need my bottom layer to be a little thicker. It's kind of got like a little bit of a fruity note to it too. Alright, I think that's plenty thick. It's so messy. I'm so messy today. Literally. In all the ways. In all of the ways. Literally and figuratively. Anyway, who cares? Alright. That's still very, very thin. Okay. Is that thick enough? It's really not. Okay. Colour me impressed. I'm sorry, I'm just in. I'll probably edit that out. There was like a friggin' 30 seconds of silence there. I don't think it's thick enough. I think if I put another layer in here, it's just gonna... I'm gonna have to stick blend it just a little bit more, I think. So I've been trying to leave in the stick blending portion of the video, although in some I've just fast forwarded it just because I wasn't doing anything that required timing. But I thought maybe if I leave it in and just turn the sound down, it might help those of you newer to soaping understand how long you should stick blend for. Just because one of the stick blending, I know when I first started, I had no idea. I thought I was over blending everything or under blending everything, and you know, there wasn't a lot of soap videos that said you should, you know, stick blend for this long, or you know, and so yeah, so I thought maybe I might just include that from now on if I remember. I tell you what, menopause brain, much like pregnancy brain, is a real thing. Trust me, I know. I went to hang the washing out earlier and found some sheets I'd hung out weeks ago that I'd completely forgotten. Just goes to show how often I actually use the clothesline, doesn't it? Not very often. That is, the looseness of this is this is crazy. This is just crazy. So... okay, I can't even texture this. It's too loose. What am I going to do? I guess it's going to be a very straight pencil line. Alrighty then, so be it. So be it. Okay, so I'm going to just get my container, hold my little tea strainer here, and I'm just going to put it in over the top of it because it will fall out immediately, right? So, and then we're just going to just whoop, tappity tap. Just be lazy and do it on the side of the thing. I'm going to try for a reasonably even layering. And there probably won't be enough mica in the strainer. This is actually easier to do with one of these puffer bottles, but it doesn't leave as thick of a layer, but it leaves a more even layer. So we can't get down in there. Are we empty? Whoa! Yes, we are empty. Alright, this mocha is a lovely colour. Oh, it's so nice. Beautiful. Get all this mess out of the way. We were not worrying about that mess. Okay, so this is still beautifully fluid. So I'm just going to pour this in here. Oh, it's very hot. It's very, very hot. Not the soap, the weather. The good thing about this being this fluid is pouring this in here I may not break through the surface if I'm very careful. I'm not going to stick blend this at all. There's no need to. Oh, this, I can't believe how well this behaves. That is still so fluid. Look at it, guys. This is crazy. You could definitely do some intricate designs with this one. Oh. Alright. You can see cat hair on my apron. Probably shouldn't mention that. I don't actually care. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my spatula just above the first layer, and I'm just going to pour this on to this back of the spatula, and I'm just going to do it very slowly. Just let it spread out over the sides, and then just go with it as it slides down the soap, because what it's doing is it's sliding over the top of the soap rather than pushing into it. And I'm going to stop about there, because what happens when your soap is written out, watch how slow I'm turning this around. When your first layer is really loose, if you move it around too much, it'll bulge up where you haven't covered it yet. So always, if your bottom layer is really loose, make sure you're very careful with it. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing. Just going to pour it onto the back of the spatula, let it slide across underneath. Like that. And I'm just going to come along. I'm going to keep pouring this on the spatula. I'm just going to even this out. And this is loosened up. This is thickened up a little bit in here, but judging by this, all I'm going to do is just give that a bit of a mix around. And you can see that's loosened that up a little bit. Alright. And that's it. It's so flat. Oh my god, it's so flat. Okay, so what we might do is, because this is playing so well, we do have time to be a little fiddly with things. So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to flatten this all out again. Oh, the mess. Oh, I'm not a fan of the mess. Not a fan of the mess. Anyway, I'm going to tap this down on the bench, which will rattle the camera, sorry. Fortunately, I have a little container here. Yes, this is a tiny little container that had mocha in it before. And what we're going to do is just grab, well, let's go with a tiny little bit of avo oil. It will soak in, so it doesn't matter what oil you use for this. And you can see I only just put a tiny little bit in there. And then we're going to get our mocha. I'm going to chuck that in there. Give it a mix. And then what I'm going to do is take a pipette, however you like to name them. I'm going to squeeze the end, and I'm going to suck up all of that oil, and then we're going to just drop it on top, just randomly, just squeezing gently. I say randomly and then make it far too not random. Oh. And then try and do some smaller ones, or none ones. That'll do anyway. That's plenty. There's a little bit left in there. So it's not anything you need to keep. You shouldn't anyway. With that, a little bit of oil like that might go yuck. And then we need something thin. Oh, like a chopstick, but apparently I have used them all for candle making. Really? You ningbat. You absolute ningbat. Alright, well, you know what we're using. I'm going to use a pipette. So, all I'm going to do is, oh, okay, that's completely set up. It's not completely set up, but it's a lot more set up than I was expecting. And yeah, just dragging through these. And what will happen is when your soap sets up, these will also leave kind of like, they will etch into the soap a little bit, and it just looks really cool. There you go. Nothing fancy, just something a little bit different. Just going to bring that one around. And now that it's set up a little bit more, what I might do is I'm going to give this a bash. Not on here, I'll go and do it on the sink. Alright, there we go. Done. Alright, well, I will be back momentarily for the cut. Alright, ta-da! Hello. Okay, so this is yellowed a little on the top, I think. The smell has stayed nice. It's strong, but it's not too strong. I need to push this back a bit. So let's push you back a bit as well. Because if I push too hard on the front of the bench, it's going to flip. Alright. Oh, these are hard. I left them a bit longer than normal because I've been busy. Okay. Well, the pencil line is not overly impressive. That's for sure. But it's not very thick. There's definitely a different, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Let's put that one there. Oh, it's not gonna, you're not going to be able to see that. Be interesting to see if it changes, but we've definitely got something going on. I don't know what we've got going on. Whether that's just discoloration, or if it's just a little bit of a magic morph. You can definitely see the difference in the colour on the top though to the colour on the inside. But that's not a bad piece, it's got a little bit of character to it. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad scent. It's not a fabulous scent. It's just kind of perfumey. Certainly doesn't smell like the perfume that I smelt on the person, which is a pity because that was lovely. Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. I don't know if you can hear my aircon in the background. It's my first time, well, I've turned it on and tried it, but today's the first day I've used it. It's about 35 today, but oh no, there goes the bloody battery. Alright, bye.